Dr. Patricia Bartlette said she is, quote, disappointed in where we are, unquote, referring to agriculture on Nevis when she was a guest on a recently held talk show, Your Voice with the NRP, hosted by Stevenson Manners on 2020 Vision Radio 102.1 FM. According to Dr. Bartlette, budgetary allocations for expenditure on agriculture are well below acceptable standards. Dr. Bartlette, a candidate of the Nevis Reformation Party, believes the CCM-led Nevis Island Administration is not serious about agriculture.
We have not served our people well at the Ministry of Agriculture. I don't think that we have fulfilled our mandate, and I think that it's time for change. Because before this government, the Brantley, CCM, NIA, Mr. Amri, he was doing a little thing, we were going along, chugging along, and when he left, I think we were up to like 2% or something thereabout in terms of what the portion of the budget that were dedicated to agricultural development. And then after that, we had a precipitous drop off, a 50% cut by time Mr. Brantley came in, so it showed you where this new group, I don't want to say young because, tomorrow they're going to say I have something against young people, but it showed you that this group that came in jacket and tie, had no regard for agriculture. They just put aside agriculture. And they are not taking food security seriously. As a matter of fact, these things are just like taglines for them. Once they were talking about food security, within recent times, they've been talking about food sovereignty because it sounds sexy. So you would hear them rolling it off now. We are focusing on food sovereignty. But what are you doing to promote this food sovereignty? And really, it's basically saying that we are going almost reversing in a smart way what WTO was doing.
Dr. Bartlette, a former veterinarian with the Nevis Island Administration, is of the view that the current food security program lacks direction, with not enough financial investment provided to the agricultural diversification program.
Everybody's saying that you have to diversify. I'm hearing now that we're planting pepper. No amount of hot pepper that no matter how hot the pepper comes, is going to give us food security or food sovereignty. And we are planting it apparently for someone else.
Tabasco.
We're planting for Tabasco. That is not going to advance our case or our drive for agricultural sovereignty or food security or food sovereignty. And so this agricultural diversification thrust is a must. We must make sure that we put money into that to get it off the ground, to get agriculture moving again. And so in 2018, they just had it as a line item, but they didn't even put $1 towards it. In 2019, they spent a measly $150,000. I don't know what $150,000 could do in terms of, moving, trying to get us to diversify. And in 2020, like I said, because of COVID, everybody was more aware, and so they spent $500,000. 2021, 2022, they drop again to $494,000. And so in total, since 2018 up until 2023, just a measly $2 million would have been spent in terms of trying for us to get agricultural diversification thrusts going. And so I am yet to find out what are these initiatives, that would have consumed this $2 million, because I'm not seeing any new drive in agriculture really over that period of time.
Bartlette also pointed to a CCM-promoted broiler industry, which she indicated has not been delivered, even with the expenditure made of several $1,000s. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.